Hi there and good morning everyone. Today I wanted to show an update on my seed starting here. This is the first time that I've actually planted seeds directly outside. From the year prior I had been doing bulbs, and this is the first time that I wanted to try winter sowing. I sort of figured it out after the fact, after planting my seeds in here already. So this is, I guess, perfect weather conditions where the seeds were able to germinate on their own and have been doing pretty well. They're already starting to show their true leaves. And this is also a new garden bed. Nando helped me build it. I just looked up a quick video and we went to Lowe's one day and actually saw these stackers here. So it's just 3 of them with a rebar, about 3-inch rebar or 3-foot rebar in the center of it, and that'll help keep the soil from pushing these beams out. So it's just 3, let me see if I can show you. It's just, no, 2 8-inch pieces of wood. So that way it's deep enough for the plants to actually get their roots in. And at the very bottom we put some larger pieces of tree, just like branches, and then we did smaller pieces of branches as well. I did some paper shavings as well, and some leaves that we had ground up with our lawnmower. So a bunch of different more natural organic things to fill up the space. And then the very top, about top 6 inches, are the compost that I got from just the store. Those big green bags of in-ground compost and potting soil, so a mix of the two. So first here we have is lupin. I did start these expecting them to go into our front garden, into the ground, but I got too angsty and I wanted to put them here in the flower bed to get started. So it was starting off just with this. Next we have is our apricot asters. They're pretty tiny, and these I'm not gonna lie, I guessed on what I put. I know the seeds that I sowed, but I don't remember in what order I had placed them. So the larger leaf ones though seem to match because I had 2 varieties of calendula. So I think these 3 rows are calendula, and then I have blue bachelor's button and some, what's the last one? Some carnations. The carnation Sowed mix. So they're all doing really well. I'm super excited. I have tried to treat them with some fertilizing food already and some beads as well, like fertilizer beads. We did get a good rain last night, so this stays pretty moist soil for the spot here, and a lot of full sun. And the seeds that I started in the planter bed over there actually did so well. Instead of thinning them and just tossing them, I wanted to transplant them because they had such good root development. And I had this planter bed moved from the middle of our yard, and I placed some just in here. So these are a mix of whatever looked good and healthy from the other planter bed. I just thinned them and put them here. So we have some, I think the calendula is the thing that's doing the best, and then some blue bachelor buttons as well. And then prior to that I had sown some love in the mist on this side and some poppies on this side, and I don't see any of the love in the mist coming up, to be honest. So I kind of got discouraged, and that's why I put those seedlings here instead. And then the side here, I was still holding out some hope for those poppies, and luckily I did, because I'm starting to see little seedlings pop up now. All those little green bits. And this is the first time I'm going to grow poppies, so very excited. I did try this Oya method, so there's water in here, and it's supposed to seep out through the side of the pot to help water and irrigate the surrounding area. And this is our newest family member here. The garden bed planter actually helps because this one likes to bite things at the moment, and a lot of the plants, the seeds that I'm going to start, could be toxic to plants or to pets, so I definitely want to protect him from all that. Okay, so now I also wanted to show you guys the hyacinths that we potted up. I went ahead and pulled them out yesterday, and I added some greenery around it from a leftover, just on top of our kitchen table we had a bouquet of roses, so I had some leftover eucalyptus like this. So I went ahead and cut those to bits and placed them on top of our hyacinth bulbs. So I think it looks really great. I did pull one up and saw that it had really good root development and was advised to put them in the fridge like we did, like I showed when we were potting these up, so that they can develop those roots in the dark, colder place, so that when they get to bright light, when they start shooting up the leaves and the stalks of the bloom, it won't tip over. It won't just be bare bulb trying to hold itself up just with the soil. So I'm really happy I did that, and look how great this looks. We're gonna go put this on our dining room table. I moved the roses. Let me open the door. It is closed. Okay. Let's go. It's kind of heavy. I do need to add some water to it because it is a bit dry, but that's gonna be super easy. And then after this, I wanted to try some, what else? I wanted to try some tulips in a different little pot urn thing. It's like a metal silvery rectangle. Looks like maybe it was a tissue box before. So let's go check that out. It is this one. Something like this. It's pretty deep, so it's really well for this time. I want to try daffodils and some tulips that were left over from our large urn that we tried to pot up. So let's get that potted. I believe this is a daffodil. It does have some roots, so I'm not sure how many I can actually fit. And these also don't have to go as deep as they would if they were in the actual landscape. Since we're gonna try to force them, they're also gonna go in the fridge and hopefully get some good roots before we take them out and try to place them somewhere inside to see them. I believe this is a tulip, or maybe also a daffodil, I'm not sure. So it looks like about 5, because you also don't want them to touch. I'm knocking them over. Maybe one more. This looks like a good one, has good growth already. Stick that in here. Okay, so we got all of the daffodils and tulips that would fit in here. Because I'm not too familiar with what the shape of the bulbs are, to be honest, I think most of these are daffodils and like 1 or 2 tulips, but I'm going to top this off and place it in the fridge as well, like we did with the hyacinths. Okay, so quick transition. I had to walk out here to get some soil, but we got the daffodils and the tulips in here. Let me fix it again. Okay, so I'm just gonna top it off with some soil from this. I ran out, I don't have any other ones, so I'm just gonna steal from that garden bed, place it around on top. Pup's gonna come check it out. Yes, nope, he likes dirt at the moment, and also my gloves apparently. Here you go, take the glove. You can have that, there you go. So I'm gonna tap these in just to help support them while they're trying to grow their roots. And they have quite a ways down to grow their roots, so that's what I'm happy about with using this container. Okay, I think that should be good. Give it a little bit of water, and then we'll place these in the fridge like we did with the hyacinths. Let's go. Loves mulch as well. Okay, so I'm going to give this a quick water. Not too much because there is no drain holes in here, just to keep the soil a bit moist. Let's walk it over to the fridge. It's also kind of heavy, so I'm hoping it fits. So I thought I would put it in the door, but now picking it up and realizing it's pretty heavy. Let's see. I thought here, but I don't want to break. I mean, if I'd be careful when I open it. Oh, okay. So if I'm careful when I open that, it should be just fine. So I'm gonna give it another couple weeks, wait for those roots to develop, and then I'll be able to bring it out inside so we can see those blooms. Okay everyone, thank you for watching this video. Hope you have a great day, and thanks for visiting my first garden.